Good morning and welcome to the ASX at Breakfast. I'm Rachel, live from Kalkine Studios in Sydney. The Australian share market is expected to open higher this morning. The SPI futures are pointing to a 0.1% gain. On Friday, the share market closed 0.69% higher at 7,658. In business news from this morning, Lendlease reported a net loss of $136 million in the first half of financial year 2024, compared to a loss of $141 million in financial year 2023's same half. The increase in net debt from $2.4 billion to $3.7 billion at the period end includes net production spend of $0.9 billion on key development projects, including One Sydney Harbour, also One Circular Quay, Elephant Park, The Exchange, TRX, MSG and La Cienega, as well as communities production. With total available committed liquidity of $1.6 billion, the group remains confident it has the financial flexibility with regard to capital deployment, partnering and recycling. Westpac says it made $1.5 billion in cash profit over the first quarter of its calendar year, 6% lower than the average of its two previous halves, as competition for loans and deposits squeezed the net interest margin to 1.78%. Unaudited net profit was $1.5 billion. The impact of notable items related solely to hedge accounting, which will reverse over the time, drove the 6% decline. Excluding notable items, net profit was $1.8 billion, in line with the second half of 2023 average. Pre-provision profit grew 1%, with both revenue and expenses rising 2%. Operating momentum was positive, with customer deposit growth of $7.9 billion and loan growth of $5.6 billion. This represents system growth of 1.1 times in household deposits and 1 times in Australian housing loans. Net interest margin was well managed in light of lending and deposit headwinds, with NIM, excluding notable items, declining 1 basis point to 1.93% and core NIM declining 4 basis points to 1.8%. Seven Group Holdings has today announced a proposal to acquire the shares in Boral that it doesn't currently own. SGH currently holds a 71.6% controlling interest in Boral. Under the offer, the bidder, a wholly owned subsidiary of SGH, would acquire all the shares it does not own in Boral for minimum consideration of 0.1116 SGH shares and $1.50 cash per Boral share. This represents an aggregate value of $6.05 per Boral share as at the announcement date. The offer consideration will be increased by 10 cents in cash per Boral share if one or both of the following occur. That's if SGH bidder reaches an aggregate interest of 80% or more, or the Boral board unanimously recommends that Boral shareholders accept. SGH also confirms it will not acquire Boral shares for an amount in excess of $6.25 for at least 12 months following the close of the offer. Let's take a break here. I'll be back with more news set to affect your trading day.
Build better relationships, get connected, heard and noticed. We always believe in getting you the best. Kalkine Media's growing platform, Kalkine TV, helps you connect to an inquisitive audience from across the globe. Interact in a trusted environment. Showcase your brand on Kalkine TV in a seamless and effective manner. We connect and curate content as per your business needs. So why wait? Write to us at guestteam@kalkine.com.au.
Welcome back to the ASX at Breakfast. Let's take a look overseas now. The S&P 500 fell 0.48%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average slid 0.37%. The Nasdaq Composite lost 0.82%. European markets closed higher, with London's FTSE gaining 1.5%. Frankfurt added 0.41% and Paris closed 0.32% higher. With Asian markets, Tokyo's Nikkei added 0.86%, Hong Kong's Hang Seng gained 2.48% and China's Shanghai Composite was closed. That's the latest from the ASX at Breakfast. I'm Rachel, signing off for now.